Hello. I hope this message finds you well. Last week, I had sent a message and put the annual report kind of down at the bottom, but I wanted to record this message to make sure that this did not get lost in all the other information and things that are going on, because it is so important that I believe I report to you on this mission and our progress in the ordinariate. Now, the annual report, which you see it's folded here because it's going to go out in the mail to one of you, was distributed at the lessons and carols, and it'll be mailed to those of you who gave financially, and you can download this as an attachment right at the bottom of this section. I wanted to I made this report because I wanted to report to the progress that has been made and give God the glory for it, because he has done so many great things since we started. He has brought 7 people into full communion with the Catholic Church. There have been confirmations of our youth. We have had mass every other week. We have had beautiful times of fellowship. We've had beautiful music for our mass. We have had 7 priests travel almost or over 9,000 miles to serve us. We've had 64 average attendance, and then the tithes and offerings that you have given. God has blessed us. None of this could have happened without that financial support, without prayers, without faithful mass attendance. And so I made this as a way to give God the glory and to thank you for your part that you've had in this mission. I want to say a piece about the financial. If you've given financially, I know when I give financially to a church, to a nonprofit or charity, I trust that it's going to be used where it's most needed. It's going to be used for the glory of God. But it is nice to know how those gifts are used. It gives me more confidence in giving more. And I feel that any church organization has a duty to report on how they plan on using your gifts and how they have been used moving forward. As we move towards becoming a parish, this is something I always want to do and be fully transparent on matters of finances. So that's why I prepared this little pie graph on the annual report. You can see that we spent the most money on priests, and most of that has gone to priest travel. There is a stipend, and it's customary to pay priests a stipend when they say a mass. But when you consider how far these guys have had to go, I did a little calculation, and some of these guys with the travel that they did, it's not just the hour at mass, it's not just the hour of confessions, but all the travel and then the preparation time is like $10 an hour. So they have really made a sacrifice for us. And most of them have been married. Their wives and families have made a sacrifice. I'm so grateful for it. And as we continue on in this mission, it is a blessing to have them come to us. But that is the biggest part of where those funds, those tithes and offerings were spent. We also, the next biggest was investing in investments and candles and other liturgical items necessary and for the dignity of the celebration of the ordinary form of Mass. And then music, again, because the Mass is the sacrifice of Christ, and because we have such a beautiful musical tradition, we have invested in beautiful music. And we want to continue doing that as we move into the next year. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any feedback, suggestions on this report, or just in general. I want to hear from you. As we move forward, we are making plans. We are discerning God's will. The council is meeting to discern some of the budget. We haven't had Mass in over a month because of sickness and priest availability, but we are going to have Mass again on the 31st. You can read more about that at the bottom of the email. And we are hoping to get back to that every other week. So we're working towards that. None of this can happen, though, without your prayers and support. So I thank you so much if you've been giving this past year. I thank you if you can consider supporting this mission as a part of your tithe. I would be so grateful, particularly for those recurring monthly gifts. That really helps us budget, especially here at the beginning of the year. I thank you again for your prayers and support and friendship, and may God bless you.